Welcome to our single leg takedown series. We're going to cover a lot of aspects of the single leg. So this first video, what is a single leg? How can we use it to take somebody down? A single leg just means we're grabbing our opponent's one leg with both our arms. So when we're facing our opponent, whenever I want to take somebody down, I need to make sure that I'm close enough to touch him. If I'm out of range and I can't comfortably touch my opponent, it's not a good idea to go for the single leg. Too much distance for me to cover. That gives my opponent plenty of time to react. So I want to be close. I want to be comfortable fighting close with my opponent. Now, a simple setup is just a shoulder push, right? All I'm looking to do is jab my opponent in the shoulder, and it makes them shift their weight backwards. That will make this leg light. Now, for a single leg, we don't want to get stuck in guillotines. So for all these single legs, our head's always going to be on the inside when we initiate that single leg, right? So I'm going to shoulder push. Watch how I take 2 steps. I shoulder push. 1, 2, picking up that leg. What I'm using my head to drive into him. There is no guillotine right here, right? Once I decide to finish, I'm going to run the pipe. Now my head can go on the outside. As long as I drop to this knee right away, they're not going to have time to set up that guillotine. So I'm going to take this leg back. I'm going to swing it back and drop to my knee, establishing my base right away. I need knees wide, hips low. My partner's going to most likely get a half guard, but at a minimum, we're on top and we have 2 points. Doesn't matter that they're a half guard, we're still up by 2 right now. So again, we're in our fighting stance. We're close to our opponent. I want to start with that shoulder jab. That's my setup. Shoulder jab, step, head pushes to help get that leg light. I'm locking this leg tight with my arms. Now when I go to run the pipe, head to the outside, dropping that knee in the direction I want to go. Make sure as soon as we land, knees go wide, hips go down, so that way we have good base and we don't get reversed in a scramble. One more time. Here's an additional angle for that single leg. When we want to do that single leg, we want to ensure that we have the same side leg in front. Not only do I want the same side leg in front, but I want to start out by owning the outside of my partner's foot. That's going to ensure that I have a clear path to that single leg. So, at a minimum, your legs should be aligned. If I want to do a single leg, I should not have my foot in between my opponent's feet. It should be in line. Best is on the outside. Now when I hit my setup, remember it's just a shoulder jab. I shoulder jab, stepping in, my head is driving into my opponent. I have my head up, my forehead's on the chest. My arms are reaching all the way through. I should be grabbing my elbows right here to hug tight. I don't want any space between my chest and my opponent's leg. Now for the finish, once I start running the pipe, my head goes outside, turning that leg down. We're going to land in half guard. Knees shoot out nice and wide. Hips go low. We don't want to get too far in front. You can sit back and now start picking your path to pass half guard. So one more time. Foot position. Setting it up. Jab. Stepping in, driving with your head. When you run that pipe, make sure you have no space between the leg and your chest. That's going to help drag your opponent down to the mat. So I'm going to take my big step, drop to my knees. As soon as I land on the ground, knees go wide, hips go low, and sit back just for a half second to establish your position.